From my part, this was probably one of like, I'm not gonna say one of the scariest times, but I was like in a full panic.
Give you more than me, take you anywhere. Ain't nowhere I go if you ain't going there.
It's X.
It's Masia, and
We're back with another video. Alright, so today we're going to do a Chic Fil A mukbang. So right now what I got is some fries.
You don't have to see the fries.
I got 2 sandwiches, one spicy, one regular with cheese and lettuce.
That's our sandwich. And fries and a milkshake.
So, you know, today is raining and, you know, we've been in the house all day, well, for the past few days. And we decided to step out, get some fresh air, and get some food today. So why not record what we're going to eat? So today we're going to do a story time. I'm going to talk about our relationship, and we're also going to talk about something that happened to me in the past that I think is a little spicy, something that, you know, I felt like I should talk about.
Yeah, we saw in the comments that people wanted us to do like a story time or like something that like happened or something like that. So we were thinking about what we could tell because a lot of shit happened in the past 4 years. But
I wouldn't say that crazy.
Not crazy, but like worth telling a story over. But you know, like it's still little stuff that might not be like interesting on like a first note. So we were thinking about like what times have like our relationship really like got tested and it was really like, I guess not important, but it affected our relationship in some way. So we were thinking and we came up with a story.
All right, so about what? I would say about 3 years ago.
It was about 3 years ago.
How long was it? It was 3 years ago. I'm 23 now.
It was when you were 20.
That was 3 years ago.
But before Christmas. So like 2 years ago.
I'm gonna go with 3, but long story short, I got arrested, but it wasn't over anything crazy, you know. But it's just, honestly, I don't even regret it that much. You know, I have, you know, people in life have regret certain things and don't regret certain things. So I feel like everything in life happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like totally satisfied with what happened. I know that situation could have been resolved in a better way, but I mean, life happens. So long story short, at this time, I remember I did not have a car. I was actually getting rides from friends, or even like my parents would hold it down. Even my agent used to give me a ride sometimes.
But I was at work.
Because I had a car, but then my car broke down.
No, you crashed it.
Yeah, I crashed my car. Right? So I crashed my car. Nah, I had a car, my first car.
Oh,
my
yeah,
dad gave me. That broke down.
Yeah.
Then I had another car. And I got a car on my own, and then that car, brake failure, crashed it. So,
I don't know about a brake failure, but okay.
It was brake failure, I'm telling you. But, long story short, now I'm working at the mall. So I worked at a sneaker store. And literally I clocked out I usually like work in the morning, so I'll get out of work at like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and I was at work too. But we don't work near each other.
Exactly. So mind you, this is holiday season at the mall. So you know the mall is packed. There's mad people in the mall. So I so happened to see my mans, came in the store. You know what I'm saying? He was nice enough to hold me down with a ride back home. So I was like, cool, I don't gotta call nobody here. I don't gotta worry about no bus, which would have took me another hour and a half. My bad, y'all. No.
Nah, maybe busting.
Y'all gotta bear with me here, man. Chic Fil A be coming through. So, hold on, need some water.
Okay, so basically, this is from my point of view at this point. I was at work. He was at work.
My bad.
Yo. I was at work. He was at work. And we got off around the same time. But again, this is like a week before Christmas, so we both had finals at this point.
That's true word. That was another thing. That's why I want to get home quick.
Yeah.
Because I knew I had tests that week coming up, and I'm like, yo, I need to get home and study.
Yeah, so we didn't plan on seeing each other that day after work. We were just going to go home and study. So I remember texting him at work, and he texted me. He was like, oh, you know, I don't have to find a ride. I ran into so-and-so. He's going to give me a ride, whatever. And that was fine. So now, I think I was on a 15-minute break, and I'm texting him, and he's not answering. And the last message he sent me was a picture of himself in, like, the parking garages of the mall, leaving work. And it basically was a picture of, like, how crowded it was or something like that. And he was like, look at this. Like, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes, and I didn't move. That was the last picture I got of him, and that was the last text message.
All right, so long story short, we're leaving the mall, and as we're leaving the mall, there's traffic. We run into a cop because we were skipping people, and the cop, I don't know what happened. I think somebody was complaining about the traffic. The cop, long story short, gave us a warning, and I don't know what happened. We got to the lower level. And as we got down to the lower level, I don't know how, just mind you, he was at the top. He came down so quick. I don't know how he got down there, but he approached the vehicle, and then he told my mans he asked for a license and registration. And basically, there was no reason why we got pulled over. It wasn't an official reason. My man just wanted to know why we was getting pulled over. I mean, truthfully, should have just gave up the L's, and then, you know, we would have been Gucci. But at the end of the day, I mean, I do understand why we got pulled over.
But in this day and age, you see on the news every day, at this point, they don't need a reason to pull you over. They don't. They're just going to ask, and you just got to give it. That's it.
That's true.
That's it. We see it on the news every day. People pulled over for no reason. It's just something that happens, and I'm not going to say it's right, but it's definitely something we just need to adjust to and deal with. So don't ask no questions. Just give him your license and registration. And if that happened at this situation, we wouldn't even have a story to tell you.
But anyways, you're right. But cop was wrong at the end of the day still, because he came to the car aggressively, and then I felt like he tried to threaten my mans by saying, if you don't give me your license or registration, I'm going to drag you out the vehicle. So I think that just, you know, sparked everything up a little bit. So, literally, the cop opens the door after waiting a few seconds, drags my mans out the car, literally throws him against the car, then picks him up, throws him on the floor, and I get out the car at the time, and then I'm basically telling the officer, like, what are you doing? Like, he's not even resisting. Officer's talking to me like I'm him. Like, why is he resisting? Why is he resisting? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's not even resisting. So next you know how it goes. There's like 20 cops around. They all come, pile up, trying to arrest him, which wasn't even a problem to begin with. But now, mind you, like I told you, I live about 30 to 45 minute drive, no traffic from the mall. So And I wasn't trying to take the bus because I would have got home within an hour, hour and a half. So what had happened was I left. The cops said, you know, we're impounding the vehicle. I'm like, okay. I just wanted to get my phone. So as I'm getting my phone, they try to make it seem like I was pulling a gun out. Are you serious? So they tried to say they gave me the opportunity, well, the chance to leave. But I'm like, bro, I don't even live around here. I don't have no phone. I only had a debit card. There was no, like, I need to get home. I just want my phone. That's it. And, you know, as I went back to my phone, like I said, I wasn't aggressive. I wasn't being rude. They just arrested me, and that was the end of it. And literally, you know, when they took me to the precinct, they had nothing against me, so they somehow found that I had a fake ID on me, and they charged me with a felony. So I had to get a lawyer.
Don't say they charged you. That means you're convicted.
Yeah, my bad.
Come on, don't incriminate yourself. They tried to charge him.
My bad.
Yo.
Drag it, bro. But that was the situation. That was a little story that I had.
From my part, this was probably one of, like, I'm not gonna say one of the scariest times, but I was, like, in a full panic because, like I said, the last message that he sent me was a picture of how much traffic there was. I'm on a 15-minute break. I usually call him on my breaks. He's not answering. So then I got off like an hour or two after. Usually if I do call him, he just texts me after, oh, sorry, I was blah, blah, blah. So I get off, check my phone. He still has not reached out to me at all. So now I'm like, okay, something's wrong. So we share each other's location. I check.
My bad. Go ahead, I'm listening.
You're annoying.
Y'all see that? Let me move this out the way for y'all. Anyways, go ahead.
I check his location. His phone is dead. So now I have no idea where he is. I don't know if he's home. I don't know if he's still at the mall. I'm completely freaking out. So it just so happened. So now on top of that, his aunt is calling me, asking him if he's with me. And I'm like, no, I thought he was home. So now that is even getting me more scared. So the guy that he was with that was driving, I asked his girlfriend if she knew where he was. And it just so happened that she shared his location. He shared, you know, they also shared locations. And his phone was at the precinct down the block from the mall. So now I'm freaking out. I remember I met my mom at another mall. And I'm hysterical crying. I'm like, I think Xavier's at the precinct. I don't know what happened, blah, 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 blah. So my mom called the precinct and pretended to be his mom to try and see if he was even there. His friend was in the system, but he wasn't in the system. I'm really in the middle of the mall. I'm having a panic attack because I'm like, why is his friend in the system and he was with his friend and he's not? So now I'm thinking, did something happen? Is he in the hospital? Like, what happened that he's not with his friend anymore? So I think his girlfriend ended up going to the precinct and then finding out that Xavier was also there. So now I knew where he was. But even then, I had no idea what happened. He couldn't call me, nothing. So I'm hysterical crying the whole day. I was like about to pass out in the middle of the mall.
It's jokes.
So I finally get home, whatever, I just go to sleep. And then he ends up calling me at like 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Oh yeah, because I remember the cop was like, you guys get one phone call or something like that.
I was expecting him to call his house or something. He calls me.
Word.
So I had to.
Pops. You feel me? I
bet you're like your brother, somebody. Like,
I know.
I was not expecting him to just call me. So he told me, you know, whatever, and I had to meet him at the court that morning
Yeah,
to,
that
you
shit
know,
was
see
dragged.
what he was being charged with or anything. So I had to relay the message to his brother and his mom or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we all met that morning at the court. His mom, I'll never forget, I walk in the courthouse and his mom was like, "You didn't get any sleep, did you?" I probably looked like a wreck. I was crying. My eyes were puffy and I was like, no. I will never forget that. So then they ended up trying to charge him with, you know, having fraudulent documentation because they went through his wallet and found his fake ID, and that was the only thing they could use to make it look right on paper as to why they arrested him.
Bullshit, bro. Like, probably people that are watching the video right now have one, have a fake ID, and you probably even got caught with it and was just told, just go home.
They either take it and they confiscate it and you just go home. You
They
never get arrested for
dragged it.
having a fake ID.
Dragged it. What do you ever hear that? So that happened to me, and that honestly made me look at the system differently and look at cops differently. Like I said, like I don't even regret the situation because like you live and you learn. I'm just glad, you know, my name is still clean and shit.
Right. We ended up, you know, getting an attorney, and he ended up getting all the charges basically dropped. So nothing happened other than, you know, that situation on that day. But it was definitely something that...
It was a drag, though, because I had to go to... Bro, I kid you not, I had to go to court.
The court was like the hearing and this and that.
I go like twice a month for like 4 months.
Yeah. It was definitely a drag, the whole process of getting the charges dropped. But that's just because, like, the county's cases are so far behind. That's like, you know, getting a speeding ticket and your court case is in 2 years. Like, it's just a drag because the system is just so backed up.
Then I had to do, after it was over, I had to do community service. I don't remember how many hours, but it was
But that was basically the only thing he had to do. There was nothing would be on his record. His record would be clean after he did the community service. And then I think he just couldn't get in trouble for another 6 months, but that was fine because he never got in trouble ever before this anyways.
Word, I be chilling.
So it was definitely something that tested our relationship. I was not expecting that to ever happen. But if you're watching this and you have your views about, you know, police and things like that, just
comment
cooperate.
And comment down below. Comment down below your experiences.
Yeah, if you had any experiences, definitely.
Word.
But I guess the takeaway from this whole situation is to just cooperate.
Yes.
That's it.
That's
if you cooperate to everything they say, then they really can't do anything. But if you're a little hesitant, they're just gonna think, oh, you're obstructing, you know, government administration because I'm telling you this and you're saying no.
Nah,
just
I still think
cooperate.
that regardless if you do cooperate, sometimes they still be feeling like, you know, there's nobody around, and you know, just
no,
because
that's
they got
not
a badge.
true. Because you got pulled over that other time, and they searched his whole car
For no reason.
because you cooperated. They couldn't find anything, and they let you go.
Okay, I understand that, but why that had to happen? Why? Why that had to?
You see?
I know.
That's
my skin
why.
colors. Exactly.
And you know that. That's it.
But it's
not right, but it is what it is, and it's the world we live in.
bro.
It's
And
the
I
world
do,
we live
and I
in.
still highly believe that cops will abuse their authority sometimes. You cooperating, I think they will still abuse their
But your
authority.
odds are higher if you cooperate.
I guess.
Your odds are higher.
I guess. So, like I said, guys, if you guys like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe.
If you want to see more story times, comment down below.
Yes.
But I'm full as well.
Food was good though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't really eat fast food like that, but you know what I'm saying, this hit the spot for real. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Let me be the one you're confiding, girl. Let me see you when the sun rising. We can do a Bonnie and Clyde, and if you're riding, then I'm riding. Let me be the one you're confiding, girl. Let me see you when the sun rising. We can